So yesterday, some big news dropped. This is massive. Gina Carano is going to take Disney and Lucasfilm to court, which is significant. I'm really happy to see this. I'm even happier to know that Elon Musk is footing the legal bill, which is great. Elon Musk is one of the richest men in the world. He's also one of the most influential men in the world. He owns Twitter X, which arguably, in my opinion, has gotten a hell of a lot better since he came on board. But he also has deep pockets, and so does Disney. Now, if Elon wasn't here, I would say, well, Disney's just going to drag this out, which they could have done, and they still can do. However, Elon can drag it out too. He's willing to put his money where his mouth is, and I love it. So Gina going to benefit from this, and honestly, Disney will probably try to settle. I think that you'll see a settlement in here because she has a case, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff. Now, that doesn't mean she'll win. I think she has a case, but that doesn't mean she'll win. These are really, really hard lawsuits to win. I've seen them before. I've seen people lose them. And it sucks, especially, when you get behind them and you root for them hard. It sucks to see them lose. I think that she has a shot, though, so we'll see what happens. On Flashcast, that's a Saturday, we're going to have Legal Mindset on, and we will go over this in detail and take a look and see what he thinks will happen. I'm sure he's going to cover it, too. He's great with lawsuit stuff, and I know he'll be all over this. But this isn't where this ends. Elon's looking to bring more people into this. Let me show you what he said over on X. Please let us know if you would like to join the lawsuit against Disney. So I think he's trying to do like a class action lawsuit, and some people want in. Roseanne Barr jumped right in. Hello. Please let us know if you would like to join the lawsuit against Disney. She chimed right in, and I think this is fantastic. Roseanne was fired, I believe, by ABC, a subsidiary of Disney. So she could jump right in. Remember, she got fired because she made a joke. So they fired her from Roseanne and turned the show into The Connors, which was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. That show fell off a cliff ratings-wise when she left, as it should, since the show was called Roseanne. So she will probably join in on this, and that makes it even better. Then, of course, there's other cases that could come from this. Carol Lynn, customer relations manager over at the Rippaverse, used to work for Limited Run Gaming, who fired her because she was excited for Hogwarts Legacy. And she was liking tweets. Now, this would be one that would be absolutely great to see, because I would imagine that Limited Run Gaming does not have quite the deep pockets that Elon Musk has, and this could be a very bad situation for them. So, love seeing this. I think this is fantastic. I'll have to get her on Flashcast one of these days and talk about all this, if she can even talk about it. I don't know if anything's happening from it yet, but she says, I spoke to Elon Musk briefly a few months ago, but I'm not sure if anything will come of it. We shall see. He's moving forward with stuff, so maybe something will happen. Maybe. Now, let me show you some stuff with Gina. So she put a big statement out. It's on Twitter. A lot of people covered it, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But this is a lot of the stuff right here that she posted on Twitter if you want to pause and read it. Now, there's an actual complaint that's been filed in court, and there's some interesting stuff in it. Here are some quotes. Disney required Gina Carano to meet with a rep of the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Discrimination and demanded a public apology. After she refused, Carano was told to meet with Lucas president Kathleen Kennedy and 45 employees who identify as LGBTQ+. She declined and was terminated. Very damning. By the way, the 45 people was like a big Zoom call where she'd be shamed and hated on for like 2 hours, like a humiliation ritual that she decided she did not want to take part in, and they fired her for it. I think that she has a chance of getting a very, very nice bag from this. She's saying that millions of dollars have been lost in work because of this, and she's probably right because they destroyed her her reputation. Let me show you some of the stuff that I'm sure is going to get brought up. Data Racer pulled this up. This is an old collage of his, I think. But oh no, February 6th, 2024. He's posting this. I noticed some Pedro Pascal stands were harassing Gina in July 2020, demanding she tweet ACAB or BLM or else. She already donated to BLM June 4th. Well, before the pronouns thing in September 20th, woke losers are just a hate mob that gaslights itself. Disney will find out now. And here are some of his collages. Now, this isn't the collages themselves. These are his tweets with them. Now, you can go to his account and find all of these. I've done videos on most of them. And it's people telling her to off herself, hating on her, destroying her reputation. They went after her hard. I've done a bunch of videos on it. It's all there. All the evidence is there. Like, they did hurt her reputation with shit like this. And this was the result of Disney's actions. There's this one right here. This is from Master of the TDS. 2021, Gina Carano's name was smeared and she was publicly let go from Star Wars The Mandalorian after weirdos on Twitter went after her for refusing to put pronouns in her bio and claiming she compared people to, well, I don't even know if I can say these words anymore on YouTube without getting demonetized, but you see what he's typing there. Since Gina's firing, the Twitter weirdos have used every opportunity to attack her and try to get her kicked out of conventions for being unsafe. Today, Gina Carano has announced that a lawsuit. That's another thing. There's been 2 petitions recently that get barely any support, barely any signatures. They're hilarious because they're so pathetic. Trying to get her removed from cons that she's visiting. People saying that she's unsafe, even though if you went and you looked at those MegaCon filings, like those, so Geeks and Gamers, Ripaverse, Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, bunch of huge YouTubers went to MegaCon recently. Gina Carano was there. A lot of pictures of her with them and her lines, her panels, packed, wall to wall, wall to wall. Nothing but good times at convention she's at, but they try to claim she's unsafe. Her just announcing this lawsuit has Twitter going wild. I'll let you read some of these right here. You can see that people are just now going after her like crazy. Let me move this over a little bit so you can see it. There you go. Get to the last one in there too. Oh, that one was more in the middle. Okay. So, as you can see, like, they're already coming out and going after her yet again. So, like I said, these are notoriously hard cases to win. But, I mean, there's a lot out there to prove her point. So, we'll see. Big Lucasfilm shills running out here. This guy has a whole post hating on her, saying that she put out hateful, vile statements, but doesn't bother to share the hateful, vile statement. So, I mean, that's another thing that's going on. Pronouns and bio. Shocker. So we'll see what happens. I'll be covering this as things develop. I think that this is important, and I hope that she wins. But, like I said, I'm going to tell you, don't be shocked if she doesn't. These are hard cases. However, thanks to Elon Musk's deep pockets, there is a chance that we could get a nice fat settlement, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if she gets a big bag for her troubles. Roseanne Barr might get the same thing. I guarantee you that she gets in on this. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts on all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.